When we're thinking about automation, there's kind of lots of things going on where you can create workflows with different systems. Do all of the practice management systems have workflows for matters and finance things?
Sure. So there's two main types of workflow about how you would automate your processes. One is a simple kind of stage or milestone based workflow. So if you're running a conveyance, at stage one, we have these tasks to do. Some of them are finance tasks. At stage two, we have this and something equivalent to a simple Kanban board with very good reporting on, well, Sophie, how many tasks did she complete? What was the value of those tasks? What's the momentum? Are we behind in any milestone? That's on the one side, and that's usually what we suggest as the introduction. So that could be built within your built-in practice management system, whether it's Clio, ActionStep, or whatever. Or it could be with more of a dedicated system like Hivelight, which has, again, focuses on that workflow management. Then there is the end-to-end workflow. So once you've experienced the simple workflow, for a very specific use case, be it personal injury or conveyancing, you do have situations where economies of scale are important and efficiency is critical. So for a conveyance, let's say you're doing an $800 conveyance, and a lawyer's doing it, that's 2 hours of work. There's a lot of work to do for conveyancing. So what you need is an incredibly structured. So what type of conveyance is this? Create a task, generate a list of tasks to be done, generate a list of templates to be created. All the documents need to be automated. Notifications to the client. You might have a client portal or an SMS system that sends out an update. That end-to-end workflow is important. But often firms make the mistake of, I want to automate in detail every single area, and they don't even use tasks. Everyone's still using Outlook tasks. And we take a step like, okay, well, are you ready for 6 months of intense work? So no, first step is, the approach that we take, at least initially, is it's really simple. Within whatever system you use, everything that needs to be done is recorded as a task. So at any point, if nobody shows up that day and you come in, you can go to any matter, see all the tasks that have been done, all the tasks that need to be done. They might not be automated, there might not be template associated with it, but at least you know what needs to be done. So I guess that's what firms are looking for, that automation, but those are the two main areas, and they're almost steps that you take through your automation journey.
Does every practice management system have the ability, thinking about the 5 practice management systems in this area, do they all have the ability now to create those tasks for you, or do some of them require you to use things like Hivelight?
The devil's in the detail with a lot of this. So most systems would have what you would call a task list. So we need to do the apply the pre-engagement task list. They'll create that. In terms of more complex workflow with branching, most systems are essentially subpar or would require substantive customization or even sometimes additional development to get that end-to-end workflow, which is unfortunate because historically, older systems, which are now being replaced, like Affinity or Lawmaster, which are end of life, you could script for fairly complex workflows. But again, those required substantive investment as well. So most practice management systems will have basic tasks. Some are better than others, but the main thing to do is first to map out a particular area that you might practice and essentially put it against various practice management systems and see if they work. So a simple thing with workflows could be, is there task dependency? Because if you've got a milestone and there's 50 tasks, how do I know which one to do? Like, is this one ready to be done? Can I call client and say, your settlement's been done until the settlement notification has been made or until something's been done? So those are the things that we consider when we do a deep dive. And realistically, with this process, it's a big education piece for us to the client, is to explain that concept, because clients come in with assumptions about how they will practice, and whether it's a 10-user client, like a 10-user firm, or a 100-user firm, they come in with the idea that, hey, can we just have everything automated? But in practice, there's always compromises. And even from their current systems, some of the things they have now, they may lose when they move. So it's this constant trade-off.